What's up, people? It's, Thursday, impromptu type of stream. And yeah, just like the title says, I got the new Tilta Nucleus M. So we're gonna unbox it, So I said to myself, instead of taking this moment for myself, let me share it, It's crazy. I was actually falling asleep on the chair watching TV, and then the door rang, and yeah, it was the FedEx guy, and there it is. Now I pre-ordered it. Let me see. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Boom. Yeah, so this is it right here. So I pre-ordered it, and I got it for what, $1,300? Now, if you get it now, you're going to be spending $2,000 on this device. Is it worth $2,000? I don't know. But we're going to unbox it. We're going to look at it, and we're going to compare it to the older version, which I already had. And yeah, we're going to see the different things, the differences. All right, so let's get to it, You know what I mean? So it might be a little loud. There's construction going on. There's people outside. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to the overhead cam. Hopefully my camera isn't too big and too heavy, and it tips over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this, which is my keyboard. And get the box right here, you feel me? Boom. I need to stop hitting my mic. Now, here it is. The Tilta Nucleus M. Let me move that out the way. And yes, sir, here it is. Hopefully it's cool. Let me focus this up. Wow. There it is. So this is the box that it comes in. This is the side of the box. Now it feels like it's uh like a case inside of this box. It feels like something like a Nanook case that's in this box. And this is all the stuff that comes in the box, hopefully, because I got the ultimate kit. And yeah, 2 handles. So I'm excited about that. Let's look at the other side. Blah, blah, blah. And this is the back of the box. Focus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is it. So without further ado, let me open this real quick. Pro gear within reach. Ooh. Yep. As I suspected, it's a box inside of a box. Why did I lift that like it was heavy? Alright, move that. It's cool that it comes in a case. Oh, it comes with this branding. All this branding. This is not good. Me personally, I don't like a whole bunch of branding on boxes because everyone knows what you have. You feel me? But it's a nice case. All right, open this up. Hey, oh, there's things in the case as well, like right there. As you see, you get some stuff inside of the hood or the lid of the case, which is pretty cool. You get this nice, what is this? Oh, this feels like leather. Like this nice leather strap. It says Tilta. And they all fit snug inside of there. You have the gears. These are the gears. So just in case you're not using a cine lens, you're using a photo lens, you'll use this gear. These gears are hit and miss with me. So I don't really like using them. But they're here if you use a whole bunch of cine lenses. I mean, photo lenses, which I don't understand because if you're using a photo lens, more than likely you'll be using a lens that's compatible with your camera. So the autofocus, if you have like a Sony or a Canon, you really don't need to pull focus because the camera does it pretty well. So that's there. This is a nice texture. Oh, it's velcroed. Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. I don't know what's in here. This is a nice feeling pouch. What's in here? Oh, so you get some cables. You get this 7-pin, I think. They have like proprietary cables. So you get the 7-pin cable. You get the manual card. Like that. I think they got like stickers at the back that you can't see. And you get like the Allen key and whatnot. Allen keys, yeah. No, you got some more stuff in this pouch. Let's see. Ah, more cables. Yes, sir. So you get the 7-pin to D-tap. Nice. And you get another 7-pin LEMO, which is cool. So you get 2 7-pins and then a 7-pin to D-tap, which is nice. Yes, sir. Boom. That's it. That's it for the top. Of course, you got like these rod holders. These are for like the rods. And you got this gear. An extra gear, I think. Yeah, it says 0.5 M on it. I guess here is for an extra one. I mean, I think they should have gave that to me since I paid for it. And you got this nice, I think nice. It's like a quick start guide type of thing. It shows you a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, nobody care about that, you know? Like, I don't care about that. We gonna figure it out as we move along, you know? How do I get rid of this though? Can this be separated? Do you? No? So this stays here? That sucks. You know me, I'm gonna find a way to get rid of that. All right, so you got all of these rings. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings. 5 rings. And here is the new FIZ unit. If I can get it out. Whoa. All right. It's a little snug. All right, so here is the new FIZ. Let me focus so I can be a bit higher. All right, so this is what the new FIZ looks like. It feels pretty good. This is to increase the stiffness or decrease. I don't think you can do anything when it's off. Yeah. Hold on, let me adjust this mic real quick. All right, cool. So I stopped bumping it so much. All right, so this is what it looks like. The cool thing is it uses the Sony MPF batteries. How do I open it? Ah, very nice. So you get the new Sony MPF batteries, which I do have. I do have one of the new Sony MPF batteries, so let me try it. Had it charging. Like this one. This is what it uses. So I guess it goes just like that. Boom. That's simple. How do you turn it on? How do you turn it on? I don't know. We gonna figure this out though. There's no power button? There must be a power button. Oh, that can come off. That ring can come off. I guess that's how you put the other rings, the 6 rings that it came. That's how you put that on. How do you turn this on, bro? I guess that's where the instructions come in handy, huh? I guess. I mean, my battery. What? No, I can't be this crazy. Unless it's the record button. Typical me, huh? Get a new device and don't know how to turn it on. It's not like I can watch a YouTube video or anything like that. Well, I can watch Tilta's video. Okay, there's a pin system right there. it's nice and covered. Oh, this is so you can switch the FIZ from the right side to the left side if you want to do that. How do you take it off? Oh, okay. That is nice. So there's a little button right here. That way you can snap it on and snap it off. So I don't think I need to take that off. So this small little button right here, you push that and the entire unit supposedly comes off quickly. There you go. There you go. And that way you can just flip it and put it over here. So I'll get this off. And I can just put this over here on this side. Or does it have to go this way? Am I tripping? No, I can't be tripping. Oh, you got to push it first. So in order to put it on, you have to push this button. All right, I got to get rid of this. This thing right here, this is kind of annoying. Get rid of that part first. And then push this. It's not as easy. Okay, cool. So line it up first. Line it up first. Once you got it lined up, push the button. And it's, yeah, and then it snaps in. It's gonna take a little used to it's gonna take some time to get used to that, because on set, you want to be able to do this quickly. It does it quickly on the other side. But hey, there's the option if you want to switch it, which is pretty cool. And then you just put this back on, click, and that's it. And I'm still trying to figure out how to turn this on by itself. Still trying to figure that out. Still trying to figure out how to turn this on. There's no power button. There's a big record button. And I remembered, if I remembered the old version, you just press the record button to turn it on, right? Yeah. Hold and release. And then double tap. Are my batteries wrong? It can only go in one way. So, am I tripping? To turn it on, hold and release the record, then double tap the record to turn off immediately. Well, that's to turn off. Hold for 3 seconds to power off. But how do you power on? All right, I'll come back to that. Oh, probably is my battery that's dead, maybe. Hopefully it's not the unit. Let me change the battery. I'm not sure how. All right. Nada. I know it can also be powered by USB-C. Let me try, because I do have a battery from Small Rig that does have USB-C. I just want to see if it powers on, because that's a big deal. Plug the USB-C in there. What in the world? Don't tell me this is DOA. You got to be kidding me. All right. Let's look at the other stuff in the box. I'm going to try to figure that one out. So you have as well, you also have the two handles. So handle number 1. This is what it looks like. You can also, this is the lock-in mechanism. This is the unlocking. Well, you can also take this off if you don't need the zoom and AB button attached to it. So it's it's kind of modular. It's just pretty cool. So you can power this by the 7-pin, or you can also do USB-C. So let me try USB-C on this to see if this powers on. I can't even try to say call Tilta so I can get a replacement, because these things are still back ordered and hard to get. So all right, so this turns on with the USB-C. So this is fine. You got that nice blue flashing light. Yeah. Oh, the record lights up as well, and it turns red when you press it. It turns blue when you press it again. So that's pretty nice. All right, so this works. Don't tell me the FIZ, bro, is messed up. That sucks. That sucks. Tilta, if you watch this, need better quality control. You need to make sure your stuff works before you send it out. Nada, nothing. All right. I guess I gotta return it. That sucks. I'll probably have to wait another couple of weeks in order to get a replacement, because these things are back ordered. Yeah, because it's just like this. You plug it in, that blue light starts flashing, and you press the record button, or you hold it down for like a few seconds, and it just turns on. That's what's supposed to happen, you know? So this is the left handle. Yeah, so you can use this for rack and focus. Yeah, you probably can't see because YouTube, I guess. But you can see the numbers moving. That's how you pull, focus, and etc. This is probably going to be get the most usage. Yeah. So those are the two arms. Left and right. You also get the rosette. So it goes like, get two rosettes actually. So this goes on top of here like this. And then you can attach the rosette to whatever camera or your handles, maybe, if you have handles for your camera, for your rig. So it's cool that it comes with these because this is kind of important. Very important. Boom. Boom. Second one. And you get this Tilta rod holder, maybe? What else you get in the box? What else? What is this thing right here? Not sure what this is. Not sure what it's used for. But it looks cool. I guess this would be for like the FIZ, maybe? I'm thinking. No? Yeah, probably for the FIZ. They probably connect. Hold on. No? This has to be for the FIZ. This has to be for this. Or not. Because what I was thinking is that it can attach onto the handle, and then you possibly can attach it onto like a C-stand or something like that, but probably not. I don't know what this is for, but I'll just do some more research to find out what's the purpose of that. And you get the two motors. Now these motors are supposed to be more powerful than the previous generation. And the cool thing is you can actually, I gotta make sure you guys can see. The cool thing is you can actually take out these motors, or the gear, and put it on the other side, which is cool. So it's very modular. I like that they take the modular approach. Oh, and another cool thing is that this right here can also go on the bottom. That's nice. That's very nice. So if you need like rods to be at a specific location or a specific angle, this has you covered. I mean, this part is well thought out. That's good. That's really nice. That is nice. So the reason I purchased this was because I have the old Tilta. I'm still mad that this doesn't turn on, bro. I'm pretty upset that this doesn't turn on. can't be a wrong battery or anything like that. Oh, it probably was a me issue. Okay, so what I was doing wrong, not probably, it was a me issue. So you're supposed to push the battery all the way down, because I thought that you're supposed to push the battery and then this latching unit locks it in place. That's not so. You're supposed to push the battery all the way down and then latch it. I don't know why that's a thing. Because you see there's a light now. So probably if I press this, the power button, hey, it's alive. And this is a touch screen. Woo, woo. Yeah. Oh, you see the gear as well moving. That's nice. And it locks as well. So that's cool. Yeah. And the side lights up as well. Just like that. Let me get the other one real. All right, so you see what I just did? So in the old one, that's what happens. This latching unit is what keeps the batteries in place. So when you lock it, the batteries are in place. I was on the same mindset. I had the same mindset that the new one did it, but that's one thing they should have kept. I don't know if these batteries are fully charged, and they're probably not. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the difference is that you turn on the old unit using this button right here instead of the power button, and the new unit you turn it on with the power button. When it comes to weight, I think the old one is a bit heavier. It feels heavier. Hold on, let me get the new motor. We're gonna compare motors next. All right, so yeah, this is what these two look like. The new unit is a bit taller. This one goes to sleep, so you can just tap the screen to wake it up. Is that fully in focus? All right, cool. Yeah. So you can tap it to go. I do like the touch screen feature. It could get annoying. You probably, hopefully, there's a way to lock the screen so you don't touch anything accidentally. You have motor settings, torque, direction, smoothness. Torque is high for all of them. I guess you can. So when you tap it, you change the intensity. Oh man, my big fingers. When you tap it, you can change the intensity of the motor, the ND, the focus, and etc. Menu to go back. Directions. Can you see that? Well, I guess that's the best. I guess that's the best for right now. Zoom, CCW. I mean, these are the same things. If you're familiar working with the old one, you'll be familiar with this. So there's clockwise and counterclockwise. That's what CCW stands for. CCW is counterclockwise and CW is clockwise. Zoom and iris, lens. Then you can, there's a lens list. Atlas. Then you can add lenses. And yeah, this one is doing this because my batteries are dead. I do like that they changed over to the new Sony NPF, so you don't have to worry about these massive batteries. Plus, minus. Okay, these batteries are full, so this will stay on. And yeah, you just go through the same settings on this one this way. The old one is still pretty good. Torque, and as you see, there's high, medium, and low, and you click it by going through or going up and down on these buttons. The menus go all the way back. So yeah, it's kind of the same. This feels way better though. I must tell you, this feels better. And on the side, you get another screen. So with this, all you have, as you see, the little gear or the line is going back and forth to show you where you are. With the new one, let me make sure you can see that. It's going to be hard to see the screen. You have these right here, so you should be able to pull focus a bit better. This feels more accurate. I do like the feet on the little screen. That is going to be very helpful. And you have the zoom. Now, this thing doesn't actually, it's not like a, how do I say? It's not a wheel. It looks like a wheel, but this is not a wheel. You just push this up or pull this down. And as you see, the side, there's a little line that is increasing or decreasing. Yeah, I thought this was a wheel. This is not a wheel at all. Because I think on the side right here, this is a small little wheel. Yeah, for this, it's just something that looks like a wheel that you push up and push down. And it doesn't really move, so it's like capacitive. I don't know. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, you also have this, the iris slash ND. So if you get something that's compatible with this, you can control it with this right here, which is cool. And you have the ND speed, and when you move the ND speed, this moves as well. Oh, so you can control many things. You can control frames per second. Let me Make sure you can see that. All right, yeah. You can control frames per second, white balance, ND, ISO, SS, RES, but it's cool that you can control these things. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, I guess if you take this off, the screen goes off. Yep. It just goes off. And then you have your traditional FIZ or wheel. So you can put your the rings that came with this pack, and you can mark them yourself if you don't want the digital screen. So they give you a lot of options. They give you a lot of options. Me personally, I'll definitely use this screen. Definitely use this screen. Yeah. And that's pretty much all there is to this. So what I want to do is connect the motor. So let me put this one side. So this is my older cable that came with the Nucleus M version 1, or the OG. So these all should work the same because you can use this new unit with the old motors. So this is the new motor. So let me just put this in. I wish this was and it auto calibrates. This wheel also moves. Let me show you. Now this probably won't stop because it's not connected to anything. So maybe I should cancel the auto calibration. Press NT key to cancel. Yep. So it doesn't auto calibrate. So when I move the wheel, or not, oh, I have to put them on the same channel. So this is on M8. You can put it on wireless mode, motor number, auto calibrate, smoothest LED restore. Hold. Let's do easy mode. I have not used this in a while, so they have to go on the same channel. So it's just like this is on H4 and this is on M8. So maybe if I can put this on H4, how easy it is to put on H4. Let's go to wireless. Well, I don't, you can press either or. Channel. Me with my big fingers, I'll definitely be using this. Or you can put it on easy mode and then just search. And then I guess I put this on easy mode as well. There it is. Then you click that. and pair it. Didn't work. Hey, we figuring this out together. But I do like how it did just pop up. So search, you press this, and it pops up over there. Click that. You click enter. Pairing. I don't know. Maybe this is when you read the instructions. Yeah, because this is supposed to be. Let me try the old. This is the old motor right here. So you can connect this. This is what I love. I do love that the old motors can work as well. So in total, I have 4 motors. So I have 2 old motors and I have 2 new motors. So I can have 4 of these motors being controlled by this new FIZ, which is pretty good. I don't want to mess up this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Sorry. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Since I have the new one, I don't really have a need for the old one. Now, the old one feels great because it's wood, and this is wood right here. It feels premium. It feels like a nice block inside your hands. This is, I think, aluminum as well. No, it feels plastic. It feels plastic. This is wood as well, but this feels plastic. I'm not sure what would happen if you drop the new unit. The old one, I'm confident that this will drop and you just pick it up and you keep on moving. But the new one, I guess time will tell. Yeah. So yeah. So that is the new unit. I will test it out in the field. Of course, I have to like try to figure out how to pair it and find the easiest way to pair it as well. Because yeah, I don't want to be in the field and then trying to figure this out. They'll look at me like, hey man, you don't know how to use your own stuff? I'll be like, I just got it. And then they'll never call me back. I keep forgetting. As soon as you plug this in, it starts to auto pair. So you got to cancel it. I do want to, I'm not the smartest guy, but I do need to figure out how to get this working. At least this part. It's like the simplest thing. Oh, it's on Iris. That makes sense. All right, so how to change this to FIZ? I need to change this to FIZ. Motor number F. Yes, FIZ. Oh, the lights change. So Iris is green. Z is blue. N, I guess that's for ND. That's yellow. And FIZ is, that is nice that they're color coordinated. That is very nice. Yes, here you go. Yes. So it was on the wrong setting. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, that's good to know. This is really easy then. This is very easy. Can these be daisy chained? Yes, they can. Okay. Okay, they can. Okay. I guess that's how they got it so thin. As you see, with the old one, the two ports, EXT1 and 2 are on the top. With this one, EXT1 is at the top and EXT2 is at the bottom. So you aren't losing features. You're not losing features. Let me try not to mess up my setup. Let me get the second unit. And probably try to do this as FIZ. Get this pouch. Let me get another cable. I gotta find a way to get rid of this though. This thing, I don't want to see this every time I open it. So if I gotta rip it, I'll rip it. This goes back right there. Boom. Bring these back up to the top and get the second motor. Make sure I'm not breaking it. All right, cool. All right, one thing about Limo, if it doesn't fit, don't force it. Do not force it. Just line up the red dots and it should just snap. Do not force it. Cancel. All right, so the second one, the first one is FIZ. As you see, both of them are the same color, which is what you don't want. So if you turn this, both of them will be turning at the same time, which is what you don't want. So I have to change this to something else, probably like iris. All right, so this is changed to iris. So so this right here will control the FIZ, and this at the side will control the iris. I don't like that this is kind of jerky. I guess it goes by stops. But this could be a bit more fluid. Yeah, this could be a bit more fluid. That's the only thing. That's the only complaint about this right here. Yeah, it goes by full stops. So I can't like 2.8. There must be a setting to fix that because I have cameras. I mean, I have lenses that's T1.5. So this has to be fixed. Yeah. I mean, there are other things like zoom. So what will control zoom? I guess let's find that out. Because I do have zoom lenses. What controls zoom on this now? Ah, zoom is right here at the side. This right here. Yeah, this is zoom. All right. So FIZ right here. I do love this screen. I can tell you that. I do love this screen. You can rack focus very quickly. Just know your numbers. The only thing is there is a slight delay. There is a slight delay between this screen. It's not instantaneous. So watch my hand. See? There's a slight delay between the numbers. So it's ever so slight, but if it's like mission critical, that you need to do like fast, if you're doing a whip pan and you need to rack focus really quickly, yeah, might be an issue, but I don't know. I'm just talking. I haven't tested it out in the field as yet, so I might change my whole story when I test it out and come back and tell you it's really great or it's not so great. So that's one thing I do notice, that delay. Oh, you also see it on the big screen as well. That is lovely. How did that happen? How did I get that? How did that appear? Yeah, I don't know how that appeared. Okay, you touch it and hold it to change it between M and H. But I don't know how that screen appeared. I'm still new to this. Yeah, see, this iris is not smooth. But I guess the iris doesn't need to be smooth because you're just setting it to whatever T-stop you need it to be. And that's it. You shouldn't be changing the iris a lot. What I want to find out is if you can lock this screen, because there has to be a way to lock this touch screen, because that will be a big problem. There is a lock over there. You can't see that. Probably if I can bring this up. Let me unplug this. I'll bring this up higher so I can focus it. As you see, there is a small lock right there. Oh, you just gotta press it. Oh, it's that simple. But my big fingers, it's not gonna work all the time for me. How do you unlock it? Well, I figured out how to lock it, so how do you unlock it? Long press the function button to unlock. Got you. All right, so when I pressed it, geez, can you see it? Yeah, that's what it says, long press the function button, which is this right here, to unlock it. So you press this small, now you see? I knew that would happen with my big fingers. So you press and hold that lock button to lock it, and hold the function button to unlock it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that answered my question. So it's good they thought about that, because that would have been a nightmare. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can see it now in commercial shoots that becomes a nightmare. All right, so let me do the test of old and new motor. Cancel. That's the only thing about these. I wish there was a setting to cancel that auto calibrate feature. My hands are sweating. All right, bro. Can you? Let me see. Auto calibrate. No, I want to stop it. It was too slow. Oh, that is tight. That's the only thing about these limos. Well, I can't seem to get it off. The old one is much easier. This is the old cable. You see, it's much different than the new cable. It's different. The old cable, I can unplug it and plug it in with no problem. Boom, and then with a limo, you just pull this part, and that's it. The old cable is like, I mean, the new cable is kind of cancel. The new cable is really difficult. Really difficult for me to unplug. That I don't like because I have big fingers. So I don't have the average hands. So this is probably made for average hands. I see it kind of unplugging. Dude. That's why this stuff is live, you know? This isn't a fabricated video or anything like that. This is happening live. This is some of the problems that you could face. And I still hold on. My hands are kind of wet, so hold on. Let me see if I put on gloves. I mean, some leather gloves for extra grip. Nothing is happening, bro. Nothing is happening. Why is this so hard? There's no lock-in mechanism. Limo auto locks. So there's no twisting or anything. There's just a push down and pull. Just like this. Why is this so difficult? Here we go. All right, cool. I just have to use a little extra force, which I don't like. I don't like that at all, but it is what it is. Okay, so let me put this one in the top, cancel, and let me get the old motor. This is EXT1 for you, and the old motor, and EXT2 in the new motor. Boom. All right. So what I'm wondering is, can the old motor be automatically picked up as well by the new motor? I'll probably have to change the channel because H4, this is H11. So channel. It just froze. It's a little laggy. Okay, motor number, enter. Oh, this is motor 2. So is it iris? Okay. So the old motors, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't really tell you. Like this. This one gives you N. What am I saying, bro? Let me just go down to motor, enter. So this gives you Z. It gives you N, F for FIZ, I for iris, Z for zoom, and N for ND. So you just have to remember the numbers on the old one. One will always be FIZ, 2, and etc. This, at least this one helps you out a bit. So I want, this was the zoom. So this is zoom. So I will want, let me change this. I want the FIZ. Oh, here we go. Let's change that one. And let's keep this one as the FIZ. And let's put the new one as the zoom. What number is zoom again? Cancel, cancel, cancel. Ah, it was too late. Yeah, that auto calibration is kind of annoying. So hit that, cancel. Make sure it cancels the auto calibration. Boom, that goes in there, gives power to the old one. Menu, motor number, this will be FIZ, good. And what is zoom? Zoom is 3. All right, so this has to be set as 3. So if we go to menu, I know it's hard to see this. If you go to menu on the old one, or hold menu, it's a little, I see there's a little delay. The old motors have a slight delay when it's connected to this new unit. Slight delay. Press and hold for menu. Wait a little bit. Dude, it's still, see? Like, all right, motor number, enter, 3 is zoom. So if I go over here, this is the zoom rocker. Yeah, as you see, it's working. It's smooth as well. It's smooth the same way. So that's good. So, yep, the old units do work with the new. No problem. You have no problem with that. So that's good. That's really good. That's exceptionally well. Good. All right, so that's enough for with the FIZ. Let's look at the handles, and then that's it. That's it. All right, so this handle, which one is this? This handle is the zoom. Okay, so this is focus and zoom. This is the focus and zoom handle. And I guess this is I guess this is only the focus. Let me get the focuses in. So with this, pops up, get the same battery. The smaller Sony MPF battery, which is great. This is wonderful that they did go over to this. You gotta push it in until it locks. Make sure you see that. Yeah, it has to lock. And to remove it, you have to click that little lever right there. It doesn't work like the old one, which is just put the battery in and put this down so it can auto lock. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. So you have to make sure the battery is locked in before you close the lever. And then you can just hold the R and you're back in business. So plug this in and then get ready to cancel. Yeah, cancel. And the handle is always a bit different. It's always a bit different. This is not touchscreen though. I guess you can't. How did I get there? Sort of double click. No. How do I go out? All right, so double click the menu button. And you have wireless, you have, okay, so there's no up down button. I don't have my old handles close to me, unless I would have compared them. But down, you only have a down button. Can't see nothing. Boom. You only have a down button. Actually, let me bring it closer. I'm gonna sell this lens. It's a good lens, but I'm gonna sell it. You only have the down button and you have the menu button. So the menu button is up and the down button is down. And this is up. So you have knob number, knob direction, knob, yeah, you can't see nothing. Knob torque, and joystick number, joystick direction, and etc. You have all of these things, as well as like pairing mode. So let's enter. What's enter? How do you enter? That's one thing I don't know. I don't know how do you get in? Oh, you got to double click the menu button. MH knob number F1. H3. Knob direction. We don't need direction. You have torque, joystick, pairing mode. Hold on. I don't think both of them can work at the same time. So let me turn this off. So you just hold the record button to shut that off. I know it's kind of working because when I press the record button is here. So it is connected. Standby. Record. So that's working. It is connected. It's just not changing. All right, so let me change. So this is set to H3 and this is set to H4, but usually that's just for wireless mode. So I guess I will have to try to put this expanded mode. Guess not. Calibrate. Restore. Channel. Wireless 3. Wireless 2. Wireless 1. Wireless 4. Still nothing. So I got them on the same channel. This is H4. H4. Still nothing. Still nothing is happening. I've always had a difficult time pairing the handles to the motors. Even in version 1, I've always had a difficult time. That's why when I set it up, I never touch it again. Because stuff like this. Pairing mode. Pairing mode. Handle, easy. Expanded mode. Standard mode. Let's do standard. Let's do wireless H. But I shouldn't need wireless mode in order for this to work. It should work. It should work in wired mode. This shouldn't need wireless to work. Because you see, you can turn off wireless mode. Knob motor F. And that is blinking. Yeah, so if the knob motor is F, which is the FIZ, why isn't this moving? Why isn't this moving? This is just to change the torque of the knob. It was at 80%, so I'm gonna just put it back at 80. Joystick is, I'll put that as Z, which is zoom, which is 3. So the joystick should control this one, which is not. And I always go through this with the handle. Always go through this. Every time, even with the old one. Always. Pairing mode. Easy mode. Let's just do easy mode. The record feature works. All right, let me power down and power these back up. Cancel. Look, it works now. See, I've always went through this. Always went through this. It was nothing I was doing that was wrong. You just sometimes got to power it down and power it back up. And now probably the zoom works now. Yup. This is crazy. Look, now the zoom works. So, and that works too. So that's it. That's it, man. Now you know, if you're going through issues with this, with the handle, and all the settings are correct, sometimes you just need to unplug it and plug it back in. I don't know if that's reliable. Like I've said, I've always had issues with the motor working just instantaneously. Not the motor, the handle. Even with the old one, I've always had issues with it working instantaneously, meaning it plugs in and it just works. I've always had to do some sort of finicking with the settings and etc. The FIZs always work, no matter what. If they're on the right channel and they're plugged in and the right settings and etc., the FIZ always works. The handles, I wish it was that easy, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. What are my takeaways? My takeaways. Is it worth $2,000? Probably not. I don't think so, because you can get the old version of the Tilta Nucleus M for under $1,000, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry for hitting that. So if you can get the old one used, yes. I only picked up the new version because I was able to get it on pre-order, the pre-order sale, which saved me like $700. So if I was buying it for the full price of $2,000, I don't think I'll do that. So I'll probably wait it out, because usually around Christmas time and etc., Tilta has like sales. So I would wait until you get a price drop, because probably 9 times out of 10, you're going to need more than 2 motors. The 2 handles are good, and the FIZ is fine as well, but you're going to need more than 2 motors, because if you're operating all 3, zoom, the focus, and the iris, you're going to have to pick up a 3rd motor. But if you're like me and you already had the old unit, I'll Hmm. No. What I do is, if you could get the new version, and pick up an old FIZ, not FIZ, an old motor. This one. So this used would be cheaper than buying the, yeah, pick up the old version 1 Tilta Nucleus M motor for the third motor, and that's going to be cheaper than buying a newer motor as well. So let me see. Let's look at B&H. All right, so you see $2,000. Let's see how much is an extra motor. Well, that's the Nano 2. I think this could work with a Nano 2 as well, which is kind of cool. Motors. Oh, they're the same. Wow, they're the same price. That's crazy. Well, if you can pick the old motor, the version 1 motor, that's crazy that they're the same price. If you can pick this up used, that's a better deal. Why is this the same price as the new motor? And the new motor is actually more powerful. I'm sorry, my browser is tripping. Yeah, the new motor is actually more powerful. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah. So that's it. That is it. So if you have any questions, put it down in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm gonna play around with this a bit more off camera to make sure I got it down pat, especially those handles, because those handles give me the most problems. Not all the time you'll be using the FIZ if you're doing like camera operation and you're pulling focus yourself. The handles come in clutch, so those need to work. So I'll play around with those a bit. I actually put them on my cine lenses as well, and I will get back to you. So yeah, leave a like and comment. I said that already. I'm just go take a nap. See you guys in the next one. Peace.